It's high school football playoff time, and this week's Southeast Crane and Hoist Game of the Week features a huge 6A showdown. Hillcrest at Clay Chalkville, and of course that's where we find Chris Womack, who is in postseason form as well. Chris?
Well, hey, Sherry, I've got to bring my A game because I know both of these teams are going to be doing the same. That's why I've got Little Caesar Zach McDowell at quarterback and the coolest hat in the state of Alabama. Now, Clay Chalkville is coming in as a 1 seed with a 9-1 record. Hillcrest is the 4 seed at 5-5. And even though they have that 500 record, they've got a lot of heart. And they get that from an assistant coach who shows that heart has no boundaries.
Pull it up! Pull it up!
The Hillcrest Patriots' biggest weapon is passion, packed into
You gotta love it, Luke.
an assistant coach
Do things right.
named Forrest Mullins.
He brings that extra spark to Hillcrest football.
Yeah! Yeah!
We enjoy having guys that love Hillcrest and want to be part of our Hillcrest family, and who better, you know, as an example of that
1, 2, 3.
than Forrest Mullins.
I live for this school and this football program.
Mullins uses a wheelchair to get around, but that wheelchair isn't afraid to get all over an absent-minded player, a la
Woody Hayes. I mean, Forrest has some of that old gruff coach in him. I mean, he gets on those kids pretty hard.
Act like you're glad to be out here today.
It depends on what kind of day he's having.
I know I'm hallucinating when I see you walking, right? I gotta be tripping.
On the field, Mullins works with the defensive backs.
For man coverage, you know, my eyes are on the man, and I'm going wherever he goes. You know, we like to say if he goes to the bathroom, I know what he ate the night before.
Footwork, finding the ball, and forcing turnovers is all great, but
On the hop! On the hop!
Mullins' deepest tracks are left elsewhere.
I like to win, but I think most of all, you know, I just like to see the kids be successful.
With that deeper meaning becomes, I think, a more caring attitude toward your players.
Even if I'm having things going on at home, he talks to me, he just helps me out always.
I want to push them to hopefully teach them something that they not only use in high school as an athlete on the field, but later in life after they graduate. You know, this world we live in today, it's a raw gauntlet of a world. And
Now Mullins has cerebral palsy, and he is an alumni of Hillcrest High School. He told me while he loves his role right now, he does plan on becoming a head coach and bringing home a ton of state titles.
Chris, we heard Coach Martin compare Coach Mullins to Woody Hayes, but does Coach Mullins have a favorite coach of his own?
Well, during our conversation, I told him he started to sound a little Bear Bryant-ish, and he quickly told me that that was his idol, and please, please, please not to compare him to that legend.